Being a people pleaser, having this people-pleasing tendency is extremely toxic towards yourself and towards others. If you think of the reality of a people pleaser, it's insane, right? Or some of the, you could say, rules that go on in your head. You could think of, well, I'm a people pleaser. I must always please others. So there's one rule. Must always please. Must never contradict. Must never get in any conflict or argument. Must make sure that people always feel good around me, or else. And it's like you live in this world of just scary monsters. Like, that's actually the reality. It's like, you're all scary monsters that I must please. Don't eat me. Here, monster. Here's some niceness. I'm agreeing. Don't eat. Oh, another monster. Ah! That's the reality. And you're creating this. And then you don't feel safe within, and it's just always on the lookout. Did I offend them? Even if you send a text, how did they interpret that text? What if the monster misinterpreted it and is mad? It's baffling. Okay, so that's the reality you live in. You destroy your self-esteem. You also cannot ask for help. Crazy, because that's putting a burden on the monsters. I don't want to ask anything of them. They're more important than me. Must worship the monsters. I can't put my own well-being first. I can't help myself. I'm a nobody compared to the monsters. Which is why, if you're a people pleaser, it is not selfish to put yourself first. It's the good old put your oxygen mask on first. If you don't help yourself, hey, how can you help others? If you don't help yourself, how can you help the monsters? You can't. It's not selfish. And there is a point where you help it's cliche, but there is a point where you help yourself so much that it overflows and allows you to help others. If you think about it too, when it comes to people pleasing, it's not just being nice, it's being manipulative. And in a way, it's you trying to control other people. So think about it. Pleasing others. Would you like to please someone you care about? Yes? No?
Yes.
Would you like to be nice to someone you care about, that they're happy? Yeah. Well, that's great if it's authentic. But if it isn't, then that's manipulation. And that's people pleasing. It's not actually being nice. When you're going up to the monster, like, hi, monster, don't eat me. It's the same as me going up and just coming off as some sleazy car salesman. Oh, I love that's the coolest shirt I saw. You're so great. That's actually also the coolest shirt I saw, and that one too. You'd be like, ugh, just what a lying, manipulative, just icky. That's people pleasing. It's not authentic. It's out of fear. It's out of fear of being rejected, out of fear of experiencing perhaps conflict, disagreement, tension. Ultimately, your niceness is this coping mechanism. So it's not genuine. You might try to rationalize it. Look how nice I am. No, you're not. You're manipulative. You're a little sleazy, manipulative person who hides under the just niceness label. That's all it is. No different than virtue signaling. Look at me. You don't actually care about that. You're just signaling. Same with the niceness. You're just fake. And honestly, for all of you, if you are in this pattern, start placing that negative label on it. Don't look up to it. Don't value it, being like, it's so pretty. Well, it could be worse. No, it's terrible. You can also write this down. Screw being nice, be real instead. Authenticity over being nice. And that's where you're nice by choice, because you feel inspired to be nice. Versus, I have to, or else. Use niceness to escape negative emotions. Use niceness to get approval. Ugh. And then what also happens going deeper is that people sense it. They sense that it's fake. They're not dumb. You might trick them a little bit, sure, but after a while it's like, ugh. And ultimately, you come off as having no personality. You're just a mirror of that person. Like, you might think that's what you want. Like, a people pleaser sounds pretty nice if someone always agreed with me. Really? Maybe at first, but how boring would it be after a while? Like, say I just liked everything you liked. Once more, what's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
Pick one.
I would say Pretty Woman.
Me too.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat? What's your favorite
Italian
dish?
food.
Oh, me too. What kind specifically?
Spaghetti.
No way, me too. So say whatever you said, I just always agreed. You'd be like, am I talking to a mirror? That's literally it. You're like, you have no personality, there's no uniqueness. You also never get to experience me. So what does that mean? In any interaction, it's always a dance. Meaning sometimes, like if you're talking or doing, you're at the cause, and I'm on the receiving end, and I get to experience him. Then I talk, and you get to experience me. Right now, I'm at the cause, and you're all experiencing me. Meaning, I feel the same if I talk to you, because I'm doing. But if suddenly you started talking, it'd be different, and I'd be feeling different depending on who's talking, because I'm on the receiving end. And that's an interaction. That's a friendship. That's a relationship. It's you're both experiencing each other's uniqueness and vibe. If you're people-pleasing, you're never at the cause. They're always doing, they're always leading, and you're just nodding along. And for them, it's like a one-person show. They're like, oh, what is this? And the most annoying kind of people-pleasing is the person who repeats what the other person says. Oh, you went to the spa?
Yeah. Nice.
How was it?
Cool.
It was cool?
Yeah.
Ah.
Actually, it was amazing.
It was amazing?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I know what you are doing.
You know what I'm doing? Give him a hand. Come on, that was good. So it illustrates that point that, the rationale is this. If I repeat what he says, could he ever get mad at me or pissed off? No, because it's the safe route. It's like if you say you like the color orange, and I say I like the color orange, you can't get mad. So if someone doesn't want to get rejected and just please, the safest route is repeat what they said. Oh, you went on vacation? Yeah, we went down to Spain. You went to Spain? Just repeating. It's like, oh, come on. And once more, eventually, like not only will you be labeled as fake, people will just get bored and not want to be around you and have that no personality label, but eventually you will also start getting very resentful of others. Why? This is interesting. Because as a people pleaser, although you're doing all these things, you're also somewhat aware of it. And you count them as certain sacrifices. So you're saying, well, look, I'm making all these sacrifices. Don't they see the sacrifices that I make? They don't. But don't they see it? How I'm betraying myself and going above and beyond so they like me. And then whenever they might not do what you do, because what you do is toxic and extreme, you get extremely pissed. I would have done that for them. How can they not do that for me? And you start resenting others, and it starts poisoning your relationships. Terrible.
Now you're watching this because you probably have some people pleaser tendencies. Click the link below this video right now and apply for a free coaching call. You'll speak directly to one of my coaches, someone who I've worked with and trained, and they'll be able to give you personalized feedback on what's going on with you and come up with a game plan moving forward.
To solve this, a few things. One, ask yourself, what is people-pleasing protecting me from? And this is something for you to introspect. What is it protecting me from? What's the underlying fear? So it could be fear of rejection. That could be one. Like, I just want people to like me. A very common one, especially in relationships, is fear of conflict. So what does that mean? Say a boundary's been crossed, or there's some issue that you want to address, but you're scared to bring it up. Why? Because then it'd be awkward with your partner. Or in a friendship, same thing. Do any of you want to make your friendship awkward for a period of time? Like, how many of you have put off an issue because you've been trying to avoid the awkwardness for a while? Or tried to rationalize the issue away? It's maybe not that big of a deal. Yeah, most people. Versus, listen, we need to talk. I mean, say that to a relationship, say that to a friend. Hey, listen, it's serious. I know we're friends, but we need to talk about this thing the other day that you said. Notice everyone's like, oh, the cringe, right? That's also part of people pleasing. Just not expressing your boundaries, not honoring your boundaries. a key book, you probably heard me talk about this one, Crucial Conversations. Read it. Top your reading list. That'll teach you on a practical level how to navigate those moments. But realize that in a friendship, in a relationship, any human dynamic, there are always going to be conflicts. That's the number one skill you should learn when it comes to relationships, by the way. How to fight with your partner in a healthy way, in a non-physical way. Again, cut out of context. How to fight. No, but it's crazy how we kind of sweep this under the rug. We're also conditioned by movies that, you know, if it's true love, you'll never have a disagreement. Are you kidding me? Of course you will. Now, most disagreements or arguments that you see in the world are toxic. It's people who are triggered, so there are very few good examples. So that's why I'm like, well, it's better not to fight. But there is such a thing as healthy arguments, healthy disagreements. So read that book, let go of the fear, realize it's okay. The same with a friendship, it's okay. You can audit also, if you're a people pleaser, audit your friendships and relationships the past few years and look at how many times you did actually fight. If the answer is none, not good. You naughty little people pleaser. I never fight with my friends. I never fight with my partner. Then you're people pleasing. It's good to fight. It's good to disagree. Okay? Look for resentment. Even passive aggressiveness in a way is also a form of people pleasing. Where what's passive aggressiveness? It's you trying to, like, say you did something that pissed me off or crossed a boundary. Like you said something and I'm like, ugh, but I'm too scared to let you know, like, hey, we need to talk about what you said. I might just like shut down and then I'll just be passive aggressive hoping that you figure it out. So say we hang out and I'm just like, you're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Something wrong? Nothing. It's like, can we talk? Do you want to talk about it? Nothing to talk about. What are you talking about? There's nothing to talk about here. Can't believe you. So what am I doing? I know something's wrong. I know a boundary's been crossed. Now here's the crazy thing. More often than not, especially in relationships and friendships, you don't know that you crossed a boundary. Why? Because I never told you there was a boundary there. So when you cross it, what I do, instead of saying, hey, you crossed a boundary, so now you know, which is healthy, so then next time you're like, oh, I see a boundary's there. If I'm just quiet, what am I saying? You have to figure it out. You have to figure out my boundary for me. And you have to express it for me. You have to apologize for my boundary for me. It's madness. That's also part of people pleasing. And notice, what's the fear? The fear is ripping the Band-Aid off and having that temporary, unpleasant conversation. So sink into what's the fear around negative emotions? And that's something to let go of. What's the fear of being real? Something to let go of. What's the fear of even being rejected? You should all be getting rejected on a regular basis. Now there's different types of rejection. Socially, there's you being an idiot, you being mean, but then there's also rejection, just lack of chemistry. Whether romantically, friendship-wise, business-wise. And that's normal. Like I said, if all of us here, we just hung out casually, outside of this self-help context, some of you would not like me and I wouldn't like you. Guaranteed. Now, does that mean I'm going to look down on you and disrespect you or you are? No. It's just like, hey, we're just not friends. We just don't really mesh. Same at school. You don't get along with everyone equally. There is natural chemistry. That applies in life. And your job is to be you authentically, so there is that authentic magnet polarity, so you attract the people that really click and you repel those who don't. And you better be repelling them. Practice, too, honoring your own boundaries. Practice listening to your body. Also recognize when a boundary's been crossed. Most people have no idea, but there is a feeling. Stop ignoring that feeling the same way we ignore that voice of intuition. When someone does something you're not okay with, says something you're not okay with, you feel it. You're like, ooh, your body will tell you. And you can look into boundaries, something to look into. There are different kinds. There's time boundary, emotional boundary, physical boundary. Learn about those, and then learn about your own. And lastly, as I mentioned, crucial conversations, deep inner work, letting go. But it also, once more, all starts with start being disgusted with being a people pleaser. No more people pleasing. Authenticity, polarity versus people pleasing and nice. And if you ever want someone to truly just love you, friendship, relationship, business, you better be real, or you'll just attract people who tolerate you. And that's the thing. A people pleaser will always be tolerated. Even if you hang out with your friends, you might have experienced this, you might not even be the main person. So say we're a group of friends, us four, and say you're the people pleaser. You could hang, like say we're all gonna go to the movie. For you to come to the movie, you'd have to kind of make sure that you're invited. None of us are gonna go out of your own way to make sure you're there. If you're there, cool, but if not, all is good. I remember growing up, I felt a bit of that. Where I was like, hey, are you guys still going to the movies? Are you still going to the movies? Yeah, we are. Okay, what time already? What time? Trying to make sure that I was there because no one else would care. No one else is going out of their way to invite me. Why? Because I'm just a boring mirror with no personality. So time to cut it. Cut the shit, as they say.